Man, under these trees is the perfect spot for a picnic, or if you're a kid, you could build a little tree house. Not tree house, but like a brush house. That's what I used to build, as brush houses. We didn't have trees, we had brushes. Brushes? Brush. Whatever. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to California. So I did a little bit of stuff off screen. Literally not much. Yeah, I did that much. That's I finished that field, and then here we are with this guy. Let's get him started. And there we go. Okay. So I realized some things. When I was using Courseplay, and this tractor was within 350 yards of the harvester, it responded perfectly. It did exactly what Courseplay did once I got the right course set up. But once the harvester left that 350 yard zone, this thing could no longer detect it and therefore didn't respond, which is annoying. Basically what it means to me is Courseplay is just about useless on a map this size unless I've got something wrong, set up wrong. And I went to GitHub, which is where Courseplay's code actually resides, and I dug around there, and I did not find anything that even told me that 350 yards was the max. It was done completely by trial and error. But if I can't get this thing to work well, we're going to be in trouble, because this is a massive field that we're going to have to babysit. Now, the other option I kind of thought of was getting the Follow Me mod, and telling a vehicle to follow the harvester and offset it in such a way that it would work. But I don't think that's the answer either, honestly. I'm kind of the mind that we've got a situation here where we just have, I don't want to say too big of a field, but you can pretty much say too big of a field, I guess. Yeah, it's just that we have so much field that Courseplay doesn't seem to want to work right with it, and so we're kind of stuck for right now. Now, maybe down the road we'll figure out what to do. Let's see, was I storing this stuff? No, I was selling it. How are we doing on the wheat? Wheat prices are down currently. Okay. So that's down to 762. I'm going to actually store this up, I think. I think we'll go ahead and store this up for a bit. Now, the advantage would be that I could Courseplay off of the silos, so that would be good. Oh, the other thing. For the life of me, I don't know where it's gone. The trailer that I have, the flatbed trailer, it literally takes off and flies. I have no idea where that sucker is now. So I got to sell that thing purely because it doesn't actually stay put when I load into the game. I don't know where it went. It was sitting in the middle of the yard and it took off. Oh, is that it over there? I think that's it over there. So I've got that problem as well. I'm not too pleased about that, honestly. Sort of like, really? That was the one trailer I was counting on to do stuff for me, but oh well. Sheep are good. So I think what we'll do is we'll kind of sit on the wheat, because why not? And then once the wheat comes in, well, the wheat is in, but once the price has gone up, we're going to sell off the wheat. Stop. And that will, there we go. That will fund us for our next big adventure, whatever that adventure might be. That does mean each harvest is going to be, I don't know, a long time in the making. What I've done so that we don't have a serious problem, because real crops wouldn't rot in a day or two. I've gone ahead and turned off the rotting for now, the wither. And we'll just kind of go without, because it feels wrong to have my crops withering when I'm actually harvesting them, and in real life my harvest would last all day and I'd probably be able to pull most of, if not all of the field in a long day. So that's what I've done there. And then because these harvests are going to last so long, didn't even make it. Or did he? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you done? Okay. Something like, I don't own this field or some random thing? No, you just stopped working. Okay. That's gonna be fun. So what we're discovering is all the little gotchas of a map this size. So you're like, well, you did say you wanted a smaller map. Well, I did. But the opportunity to play with a map like this, especially something like California, if I could have, I would have preferred something like Washington State. But this would work. I just think it's a neat map to play with, so I was willing to take the risk on it. Now we're getting a lot of straw, so we're gonna have to do something with all of our straw. The most logical thing. What do you mean I don't own this field? I do own this field. That's why he's not working. Oh, okay. He thinks I don't own the field. All right, that's okay. Whatever. Do I own this field? I do. All right. So there's a little chunk of field that apparently the that's gonna be fun. Okay. So the first thing, well, one thing we definitely need to look at here is getting a... Oops. Sorry about that. Getting a baler. Or some other such object. Because we could bale it up, and I think the sell point is actually a buyable. I have to buy the sell point before I can use it. But I could certainly store everything. Sort of what I'm thinking. The other thing I was thinking is, now obviously driving this truck out here is going to be a problem. Short term, long term, whatever term. So I don't want to keep using this guy with the horse because he withers the crops, even though wither is turned off. It's just the treads and stuff. So I'm like, I don't really want to do that. What I was thinking was getting an in-game tipper and getting like the AgriLiner here with 21,000 liter capacity. And I kind of thought about it, and I was like, well, if I do that, what's the point? I already have the overloader. But then I was like, well, wait a minute. I also have this truck, which its capacity is 28,000, but it's a truck. And I've got this one, which has 25,000, which isn't as much, but is a bigger truck. And I was like, you know, it might make sense for me to save the money and pick up this International Transtar 2 grain truck, just have a truck to drive around. It's 28,000 liters, and it could be interesting. Plus, it frees up the semi I have to run loads to whatever destination. And then I'm like, baling tech. 143 grand for this. So I need 200 and change, give or take. I'd say 250 probably, because I'm going to have to pick up probably the flatbed trailer because I don't really have any good options right now. I go get some, but I don't feel like it. I need to sell this thing though. That's for sure. In fact, why don't I do that now? Because I don't even know where the bloody thing is. Where is the... Here you are. Sell that. Goodbye. Okay, so we have a little bit more money. Woo! Okay. So... I wonder... Wait, what's the rated for this thing? Auger wagon requires... Oh, it doesn't have a requirement. Oh, okay. In that case, then we'll run over that crop just because I feel... Did it seriously not wither that crop because it hates my guts? Okay. All right. Now, what I was thinking here is I can go and get the other tractor that I've got. And this tractor becomes sort of my... I mean, obviously it's going to be the tractor to haul my seed trailer around. And I can use it for whatever else, but it's not going to be my my tractor for hauling the overloader around. Because that'd be weird. Well, that'd not be weird, but it's just not going to work. Alright, let's go and get the other tractor. Fix those doors, you idiot. I will, I will. Alright. I'll just leave it open for now. So I think this guy should be big enough to carry the overloader. Because it makes more sense to me to have the tractor out in the field than that nice Freightliner. Now, the one thing I'm kind of annoyed about is this tractor's behavior. Like the bouncing. It's crazy sauce. Crazy sauce, I tell you. Crazy sauce. It's alright, though. It's okay. Go out here and grab this. Now, the other thing I was thinking is, with 350 yards to play with, if I had, like, 4 tractors and they all kind of overlap each other, I could technically get away with using courseplay. But I'd need the money for that. And that's going to be a hefty chunk of change. Let's continue watching our wheat prices. Wheat's now stabilized. Stop that tractor. Okay. Wheat's now stabilized at 765. So my hope is it'll go up in the next hour, and if it does, we'll run a load out there. Because that makes sense. Go. Oi! Oi, grommet! Oh, I'm the grommet. Never mind. There we go. Let's look at it from here, where I'm not going to cause too many problems. So this will probably be the better solution, I think, short term. Until I can figure out what we're going to do about this this field and the courseplay issues we have. So the first few episodes are definitely going to be around harvesting because we need the money. But once we get the harvest going, I think we'll be good. I mean, once we bring in a field of wheat like this, kind of sets us up to do really well long term. That's my thought anyway. So how have you guys been doing? It's been like 15 minutes and I haven't even asked. How are you guys doing? Doing good? Enjoying California? I kind of am enjoying California. It's definitely a different mentality than, well, Volga, because it had all the extra stuff to do, felt a little bit different. This one feels achievable because we came in with so much money off the top. This feels achievable. Like we can make something here. The Volga, I always felt like I was like struggling to stop that. Stop it. Stop it. For God's sakes. It gets a moment going. Huh. Oh well. I always felt like I was struggling every microsecond in Volga and that other place we were at, which I have forgotten. All right. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Kind of pre-position it. There we go. We can sit there for now. And get ready for when we buy the baler. Because when we buy the baler, this guy will be doing some baling. We should leave the door open. So that when we get back in, we can just kind of jump in. How do... This is just me like thinking, like when you're a farmer and you're working by yourself, right? And you got equipment. Like when you've got to go from one piece of equipment to another, like I'm just thinking like, oh, I need the semi now. That's a long walk, especially this California map. That's a long walk. Like, what do? Do you, like, call your friend to come get you, or what? I would think that you would. I mean, that'd be the most logical thing, right? Right. Still 765. Now, long term, having multiple harvesters, and if I can get Courseplay working, multiple following tractors like this, that'd be a good idea. Because then we can get this done much faster. How are you in terms of... Okay. You're almost at 80%. There we go. I mean, we got a lot of wheat to go. We're going to be working on this for a long time. But you know what? That's not necessarily something I'm terribly upset about. We're going to be bringing in a constant stream of revenue. We're always going to have something to do. We're going to have plenty of other things to do as well. So it's not like we're going to be lacking things to do. Next hour. I want to see what the wheat does. I want the wheat to go up. That would be great. Because if it goes up, then we'll run a load with the semi. This guy's going to hit the magic end point up here. Where the hired help thinks that I've exited my land, but I can still harvest it manually, which is weird, but hey, whatevs, right? Whatevs. See ya, I'll be there in a minute. Just getting this thing out of the way with its hoppiness. Actually, it's 77%. I might as well just go ahead and take this over and put it in the truck. By the time it's done unloading, we should be in a position where we're having to take over the harvester. So I figured out that my problem with the course was I needed a pause point at this point. And once I put the pause point in, it worked as long as the harvester was close enough. Bounce, bouncy, 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 bouncy. I don't know why this tractor loves doing this, but it does. The tractor's got bounce, man. The tractor's got bounce. And boosh, done. All right. Okay, let's wait. Let's see if the hired help will actually just keep going. Another thing I wanted to look at really quick was animals. Animules. My animules are doing fine. I have one chicken. Of course I only have one chicken. Yeah, so my sheep are doing fine. 768. Oh, I do own this field. Bog off, dude. You're just mad because you probably used to work for the other guy that used to own this area, and you're just like, yeah, this was his field, now I don't want to work it. Or something like that. I don't know what your problem is. What's interesting is it won't turn around. Like, usually when it hits the end of a field, the hired help is like, yep, turning around now. But not this time. Not this time. Yeah, I probably should have, well, I say I probably should have spent the money for the big New Holland, but if I'd done that, I would have been lacking money for other things, so. Yeah. 768 still, all right. My idea here, my long-term vision is we'll get to the point where we're going to have multiple harvesters running with multiple tractors servicing the harvesters, and we're going to have like a line of semis with grain trailers going to different points all over the map. That's my ultimate vision. I've never actually been able to do such a thing in Farm Sim. I've always had a screw up somewhere along the way, and it all goes very wrong, and then I just quit that map and go to another map. But I really, really want to kind of do something here. Really make this amazing. You know, like when I finish, it's going to be like a multi-million-dollar farm. That's my hope. Probably going to fail because I just feel that way. Whoa. Hey, bud. Kind of was hoping to get here before you did that, but okay. Fine. Oh my goodness, stop it, tractor. Okay, whatever. Just do whatever you want to do, tractor. So if I do that, I'm probably not going to use these New Hollands because they like to bounce like this, but okay, geez, stop it. I gotta think, like, what tractors do I want to use? What harvesters do I want to use? All right, we're going to take a guess about where we're going to pick up another load of wheat straw. Wheat. Not wheat straw, because that would be... I'm like obsessive compulsive on these prices now. I need a pop-up for that. Actually, I had one, but I got rid of it because it had too much other things on it. we are like barely into this field. This is amazing. Remembering that it's about 75 grand each time I deliver a load of this. So my next load will put me over 125 grand. You know, I kind of wonder. Kind of wonder. I'm thinking here, what if I just took a loan? I mean, we're loan free right now. It'd mean mortgaging the farm. If I did it, I don't know why I'm turning them around. I just feel like turning the truck around. I'm bored. I'm thinking is what it is. If we mortgage the farm for 250 grand. No. We are debt free right now. No reason to go putting debt on the farm. We just have to wait until we finish a few more rows and the price of wheat goes up. That's what we got to do. We need to do that so we can deliver to wheat storage. We can deliver down to the okay. Yeah. That's what we got to do. We need to deliver to the most profitable point first, which is a wheat storage, until we get the stuff we need, the money we need for all the other things, and then we can start delivering to other places. We need to stop trying to be all tricky and all that stuff. Now, why are you taking off at way faster than that guy? What are you doing? Stop it. Okay, your idea of 9 and 10 is not anybody else's idea of 9 and 10. Okay, there we go. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good lord, dude. Okay, there. That might be good. Nope, now you're too slow. There we go. That only took forever. Now that I think about it, I think there's a sell point for the for straw over there somewhere. When I say over there, I mean in the general direction that I'm facing. I think it's actually like over there. There, I think. Because that would be good to be able to sell all of that. But I'm going to need I got to figure in the price of a front loader. Well, this guy technically could do it, but actually there's no reason why he couldn't do it. With a weight on the back, he could lift it. Logic would say do that because it saves money. That's what we should do. We shouldn't spend money when we don't need to spend it, right? Exactly. Don't get hit by a train, dude. Man, you back up a long ways. I'd expect you to snuggle it a little bit more because there's trains involved. But hey, whatever. What do I know? I know nothing. I know nothing at all. Everybody tells me that a lot. Yeah, I think we're going to, oh boy. It's 143 grand. $768. We're looking at about 70-ish, 74,000 on a delivery. Plus my 50 there gets me 125. I'm still going to be short, so I really need 2 trailers worth to pick up the baler. And the baler is really a necessity because I don't want to waste the wheat, you know, the straw. Oh, alright, you're going to be just over 50% full. Okay, 70% full? Is that what we're going for? Yep, 75? 75%. Hey, how about that? I'll take that. Okay. 78% full, so another partial load will be enough to fill his trailer. It'll be 11 o'clock. We can check our wheat prices again. And if we're lucky, our wheat prices will go up. Or, I mean, if they stay the same, I guess we can just sort of shrug our shoulders and say, okay, we're fine with that. Because then we can get what we need for this guy, and we can start collecting the straw. We don't have to collect it off the field right away, because it's going to take a while to bale it all up. So then we can use the money for another run of wheat to pay for a bale trailer. Okay. I think we can do that. I think I'll get a different bale trailer because I'm kind of tired of that cat trailer. I use it a lot and I'm just sort of bored with it. So I'll probably go looking for another bale trailer at some point in time. Before next week. Where's my piece of paper so I can write down myself a note? I need a bale trailer that I like. That I like being the important part of it. There's a lot of bale trailers out there, and a lot of times I just like, ugh, you know? A lot of times they're like, oh, here's a super, super long bale trailer. I don't care. I want one that's, you know, legit. There we go. Look at how well that works. Oh, goodness. So this should get us... this should, I think, fill our trailer there. Oh, new hour. Ooh, 771. Yes, it's going up. It's going up. That's what we want. Okay, now we got to think. Do we store or do we sell? Ooh, ooh, ooh. 771. Part of me says sell. Part of me says wait. Wait and see if we can get like 780, even 790 would be good. You think it's doable? I don't know. 771 is a really nice price. I mean, it could be like a blasé, you know, meh price in reality, but Hire the worker, unhire the worker rather. Back up. It could be a really blasé price, but I'm looking at it and going, you know, I wonder what we should plant next. Wheat, barley, canola. I mean, canola's up at $1,000. It's fast to harvest. Takes a while to grow, though. Silage, look at that. Cost of silage. $15.84 a liter. I'm sorry, a ton. At the feedlots. Oof. Fattened chickens are $20,700 a ton. That's a lot of chickens, but oh goodness. I'm torn on this one. 771. I'm kind of thinking we sell. I mean, it's tough to play the market like this, you know? You're like, okay, I got 771, I can make good money. Next time it could drop by 20 bucks a ton, and then I'm screwed. And it's like, oh, I should have sold. The money would be good. It's probably the most important thing, really. I think by the time we have that trailer filled, though, it'll be past noon, so we'll have another update of price. I guess we're waiting for noon then. I mean, it sort of makes sense to just wait. I mean, otherwise we're going to be rushing. If we lose money, we lose money, I guess. Maybe we'll get a great demand. Ha ha, likely not. But a great demand would be great, like 800 or 900 a ton right now. That would just, that would take the cake for us, because that would be just cha-ching. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait. We're just gonna wait for noon. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna take the risk and hope. Hopefully, we made the right decision. We're gonna make the right decision here. In the meantime, we're just gonna continue collecting this up and down the field. We got to go get the fruit as well, but we'll do that in a little bit. This is where our money's at right now. Be where our money's at for a while. That's cool. I mean, that's cool, though. I gotta find another thing to do for collecting fruit, though, because what I was going to do isn't gonna work. Because I had to sell the trailer. I basically want to put the Ross boxes... Well, I need something to harvest. You know what would make sense? Put the Rosenthaler trailer in here. The little drop side trailer. And use that in the field with a small tractor. And then use the Ross boxes for transporting into town. That would make a lot of sense. That's what I ought to do. I'm going to put the Rosenthaler trailer back in here. And, oops. Yeah, I'll do that, and then we'll figure out what we'll do for tractor later. I think that's the smart thing to do. Because we're gonna be getting a lot of trees. We're really gonna, this whole field here is going to become our little orchard. Eventually, we'll have a large orchard, and you know, while we're farming with combine, we might eventually decide, you know, what we really are going to do is go completely and totally into orchard or fruit and vegetable growing, because that might turn out to be the most profitable thing to do. I don't know yet, but it's kind of what I'm thinking is a possibility down the road. We'll see, though. We'll see. I mean, it's not forestry, so most people should be happy. Haha, it's not forestry. Woohoo! We should not fill up. Oh, no, we're probably going to fill up by the end of this row. I'm just kind of tagging along because it gives us the harvester the maximum return. We can see the other side of the field. That's good. Are we full? Oh, bugger. We're full. So we can see the other side of the field. That's a good thing. It's only like, you know, 9 billion more passes. That's alright. Yeah, it's okay. All right, let's get over here off the field itself and get onto this road. Should be smoother on the road. Smoother is a relative term, but yeah, we'll go with smoother. This tractor actually getting dirty. It is getting dirty. Good. I was like, do these tractors get dirty? Because if they don't, I don't want them anymore. It gets dirty. Dude, stop buzzing my farm. I am so gonna file complaints with the FAA. Jeez. Find a Stinger missile and bring you down. Actually, that wouldn't work because that thing doesn't have enough infrared signature to actually do anything. Get a shotgun and bring them down. There we go. Now, let's see what this does for filling this truck up. Oh yeah, he'll be full. Really? Yeah, we'll fill up. Looking good. Boom. Alright. Decision time. We got 6 minutes, 6 in-game minutes, so I think we'll be okay to just... We'll be okay for right now. What we'll do is we'll wait until noon, 5 in-game minutes, and hope and cross our fingers and our toes and everything else that 771 goes up. Or stays flat. Up or flat, I'm cool with. If it goes down, we know we lost. If it goes down like $2, I don't care. But if it goes down heavily, we screwed up. The drama! The drama! Will he screw up? Has he made a bad decision? The answer is probably yes, but hey, whatever. All right, let's get 64%. Yeah. Okay. 2 minutes. 2 minutes before we know whether the decision was a good one or a bad one. Drama. 1 minute. 1 minute is all we've got. Okay, it's noon. Here we go. Ah, it stayed the same. It stayed the same. Woohoo! Good. All right, so let's unload this guy, and then we're gonna go and run 2 loads of grain. Excuse me. Run 2 loads of grain to the wheat. What is that thing? Wheat storage facility. Cash ourselves in some coin. Go buy a toy. Should get us around 200 G, give or take. That's a nice picture, don't you think? Except for I can't drive like that. Get back over there. Get over there. 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 That's a nice picture. Thumbnail. All right, did you empty him out? You did. Okay, good. Stop. Let him go. Shank ya, shank ya, shank ya, shank ya. All right, get out of the way. That's a good spot. All right. Let's take this in. Our first load, and then we'll go grab the second load. I want to, let's see, N. Boop. There, we have the cover closed. Yes. All right. Only 38 miles an hour. Dirt, well, a heavily packed dirt road, so, 40. That's good. My concern is that we'll get a train at the last second, and we'll have to get stuck by the train. I don't see a train. I think we're okay. Woo! All right. So let's cash in our coin. Go grab another load. Cash that in. See over there, I think there's a burner plant for straw. I think I can sell there. I think, but I am not 100% sure. Either way, we're gonna have straw bales for days. You know, it'd be a really cool mod. Would be a trailer with the forklift on it. You know the ones. Okay, in the UK you might have them. I don't. Or in the Europe and the UK. In the US, like sod delivery trucks, they'll have their own forklift attached to the back of the trailer, so that when they get to wherever they're going, the forklift just detaches itself from the trailer and goes and does, what forklifts do, lifting stuff or forking stuff or whatever. I think that'd be a cool thing to have here as well, because it'd be like the perfect use for it would be something like, I'm going to load up all these bales, and then I'm going to go back over here, and I need to unload all the bales. That's my opinion, though. And opinions are like butts. Everybody has them, and they all stink. Wow, truck stopping is a great idea. There. And empty. Money, we love the money, we love the money. Woohoo! Look at that. 113 grand right there. Oh, and a train. Kermit. Alright, hopefully the train... Well, okay, it should be okay. Yep, there's the back of the train. Alright, we're good. We're going to head back to our silo, grab another trailer full. Come on, open. Open. Seriously? Seriously? Okay. Don't do that in real life, kids. I'm on a timer. I gotta make it before my whatever resets. Price. Okay, 55 is also the speed limit, but, you know. You know what they say, right? I can't drive 55. There we go. Back down to normal speedish. That's a stop sign. Let's stop at it. Nobody? Nobody? Alright. Whoa. Okay. You know that our harvester has stopped by now, of course. Because there's no other, you know. Yeah. That's okay. It's okay. We'll deal with that in a minute. I want the money more than I care about the... Yeah. What? Did I just hit? Oh, I hit a random. Okay. Oh, yeah. Alright. Okay. Refill. Wheat. Start. Okay, well, that's filling. What the heck is our harvester doing? Oh. Okay. Were you deviating from course? You were. Deviant. Deviant! I wonder if I should go up and down the field that direction until I clear off this area that it thinks I don't own. That might be a smart idea. Which is probably why I won't do it. Alright. This will fill up before we exit the I don't own it zone, probably. Yeah, pretty much. You're full. I need you really quick. Alright. It's more important that you make the money. It's very possible that your selling of the wheat is going to cause the price to drop. So let's be smart here and sell the wheat. And then we'll get more wheat. And we'll have made even more money! There we go. I think I was gonna make that turn. Did I leave my blinker on? Like a gibbon. Nope, I turned it off. Alright, we're good. Honk at those guys. They're working hard on that hill. Hill of silage. Blah, hill of silage. I think that's actually where I can sell the silage, if I remember correctly. So I know where I can sell it if I make it. Come to think of it, I don't think I have a silage pit to make it in, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. Railroad crossing. Do we see any lights down? Do we see a gate down? No. Alright, good. There we go. Whoa, trailer. Chill out back there. Come on, stop. There we go. Yeah, we got here in time. We're getting our 771. Woo, yeah. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, buddy. All right, before we go back to the farm, let's go ahead and spend some money. Baling tech. That's what we're going to have to spend it on, isn't it? I think so. Not going to give us a lot of money left. But it makes sense. Let's buy it. And we're going to have to buy some net rolls. Just buy like... Do we need... No, we need this. No, that's... No, we need the net rolls. That's what it is. Okay. So we're back down to 34,000. We had 100 and something thousand. Oh well. That's okay though. It's okay. We're making money. We got plenty of field left to go. We're gonna cut across here. I think we'll be okay. Kind of sneak along the line here. Yeah. We're good. We're good. It's all good. Grass field, and then we cross over here, and we'll get over to our field. All right. I mean, we've got like 90,000 more rows to go over here. But we've got to start, you know? You got to start somewhere, and we've started somewhere. I think we got a mechanism now to sort of get this going. I'll eventually go back and look at Courseplay again. I know you guys are going to give me all kinds of suggestions, and I will investigate them in time. But we'll park him there for right now. For right now, I'm probably going to do it like this for a couple reasons. One, it keeps me out of trouble, because if I'm doing this, then I can't spend money on stupid things. That's really the good reason for that. Actually, why am I doing this? Go over here. Let's get the grain out first. Yeah, if I'm doing this, then I can't spend money on stupid things. I can't sit and fret about, oh, how much money can I spend on, I don't know, whatever. So, in a way, it's smarter. Okay. Open a door. Get out. All right. Let's, I can't remember how to open this. What is it? B. Okay. Woo! Is it B to pick up a roll? No, X to take a roll. Go. Okay, that's all those. Close that door. Nope, that's net rolls. I don't want or foil rolls. What about this one? Is it foil rolls as well? It is, okay. Can I put net rolls in here? I can't remember. No, I can't. Ah, booger. Close that. That back. Okay. All right, we should be good to go on this. So I'm going to take this one. Well, I guess we'll run down this one side here. It's a good tractor, I think, for this job. It's a large baler and a large tractor. I think it'll work well. I think it'll work well. All right. Got her lined up. Can I turn that on? What does that give me? That just gives me that. Well, we'll turn it on anyway. What do we got here? Nope. Don't want to do that. Can I make that? Okay, there we go. Now it doesn't look like I'm driving like a gibbon. All right. That's down. Turn on the baler, activate working camera, lift pickup. All right, turn on the baler. All right, let's roll. Sweet. Sweet. This is gonna work well. I can't hire a guy for this, can I? No. Now, if I get auto tractor, I could do it. Course play, I probably could do it. But this does give me something to do while waiting for other things, I guess. You know what I'm thinking? I need to get a hold of Fad Man. Or Hitman. See if I can get some help here. All right. Because I think with one other person, I think this becomes a very doable farm. Oh, I totally forgot that this was... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. I forgot they were round bales. I thought they were square. I'm not exactly sure why I thought that, but... For some reason, my mind was set that those were going to be square bales. I don't know why. Huh. Okay. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, okay. Having the auto-loading trailer might make more sense now because round bales are such a pain in the butt. Oops. Huh. I really don't like round bales. I don't know why I thought that crone was a square baler. Huh. Round bales are good for a lot of things, but I'm not a big fan of them, but... I'll be okay. At least for now. At least for now. Well, now we're getting this straw up. Once we get some straw up, we'll be able to lay down some more crop. It's 1 o'clock. Look at the drop in price. Look at that drop. 591. So we're going to have to wait for that to recover. Probably will recover by the time we have 2 truckloads worth. Yeah, I think we're on the way, guys. I think we're on the way to doing something. Exactly what that is, I'm not sure, but I think we're on our way to doing something. All right, until next time, when we're still going to be doing pretty much the same thing, but maybe something different. I have thoughts, I have ideas. We have to make money before we can do a lot. But that's the way it goes. Till next time, remember, Central California, it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. Nice and warm. A lot of smog, but it's nice and warm.